Welcome to Mindshock. This is your host, Bruce McGuire. And this is the 40th edition of Live Q&A. Should we just start calling them Mindshock Hangouts? It's a little bit more accurate. Although we do have questions and we do have answers. As always, if you want to help support the Mindshock podcast, help logic and reason return to a world where it is quickly going extinct, you can donate to our PayPal. Just check the link in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and share it, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and Patreon. You could also become a YouTube member right here on YouTube. Help support the channel that way. Questions, comments, theories, thoughts, suggestions, rebuttals, debunkings of any kind, leave them in the comment section, unless, of course, you are with us here live. Then drop them in the live chat. I'll try to get to all of them. Run Boston Bear with a big one right out of the gate. What's your take on all the data collection with ChatGPT and the like, and where all this is headed? Okay, it's anecdote time. Let's go back to the late 80s, early 90s on the interwebs. A realm where not too much percent of the population visit. A realm where it's mostly the nerds and the geeks and various eccentrics and techno connoisseurs trying to get in on the ground floor. So here's the sentiment in regards to that. I mean, I found some old BBS posts, but, nothing really substantial from that era. Wayback Machine doesn't go back that far. But, yeah, people were kind of saying, what's the government... Like, obviously people were talking about the government monitoring these BBS boards. And everything being recorded. And it was kind of funny, because at the time... I mean, you're talking about computers with megabytes of memory, not gigabytes. So, hard drive, floppy disks, 3.14 megabytes. I mean, it's nothing. Nothing. So, people were kind of discussing, what kind of storage does the government have? Is it feasible for them to store every single comment made and every website? And this is even before GeoCities. So, it was curious because this was a topic of discussion even then when there's only a couple hundred websites and a couple dozen BBS boards, obviously that's very easy to archive. But even back then, just because of storage limitations on the consumer end, and obviously, everybody was like, okay, well, obviously the government has some incredible servers with a lot more storage. But still, even still, would it be feasible? Now... when you have even consumer hard drives approaching, over 30 terabytes now, anywhere between 24 and 36 terabytes. Actually, there's a 100 terabyte drive that's been available for a while. I think it's like $40,000 or something. Let me get the receipt on that. It's quite a few years old. It's not new. Let me just let's see. Okay, yeah, it's called the Exa drive. It's a 100 terabyte solid state drive made by Nimbus. Let's see what the release date here is. Let me get the receipt here first. For the non-believers, Wow. Yeah, that was some huge lag there. I guess the government doesn't want this information out there on these 100 terabyte drives. But check this out. So, up to 100 terabytes, the access drive by Nimbus Data, it's about $40,000. Let me see if I get the release date here. I mean, it's been at least, it's been out for at least 5 years. Linus Tech Tips, now that's an Illuminati rabbit hole there. He reviewed the drive back in July 30th, 2020. So, yeah, it's been out for a bit. I don't know where the price tag is, but yeah, it's about $40,000. I actually, it might have been a lot more expensive when it first came out. I don't think it was new even when he reviewed it here. I don't believe it was new. But welcome everybody getting in here. Les Xylophone, Heracles, Mojo Shop. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of storage out there, even on the consumer level. So one can only imagine what the government has. So yeah, perhaps they are saving. I think everybody's aware of the whole Facebook, CIA, TikTok, Snapchat operations, where you know, they store all the users' data and all that. Now, as far as ChatGPT and AI searches and conversations go, I mean, obviously all that's stored as well. So Run Boston Bear asking where it's all headed. I mean, the whole Palantir dossier on each and every citizen, I mean, it's kind of out in the open. 1984. Full blown. Terminator 2 on the horizon. I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine things not going sideways. Humans have a knack for screwing things up, particularly when playing God. So to hallucinate that AI is always going to be completely innocuous, I mean, you guys want a Twilight Zone clip? Hold on a second. Check this clip out here. Now, can you imagine how many clips like this exist that haven't been released? I mean, look at this. CCTV footage captures robot attacking programmers, scientists, workers, whoever these people are. I mean, to think, just playing God like this. I mean, can you imagine all of the footage that has not been released similar to this? I mean, there's the old rumor that a bunch of robots killed like a dozen or two Japanese scientists or something. That was back in the early 2000s. Perhaps I need to do a dedicated episode on that, but you know, to answer the question on where it's all going, I mean, Terminator franchise might have had it right. I don't know about the time travel thing. That's obviously another rabbit hole. Welcome, Justin Johnson. So yeah, no, I mean, I think it's pretty naive to hallucinate that the government is not keeping tabs on all AI, chat GPT conversations, etc. Theoretical Wetwork says, Running Man. Run Boston Bear says, my running crew and I were talking about this early on our long run. One dude enjoys chat GPT, but brought up the insane water and energy usage happening now. Blackouts on the horizon. Justin Johnson says, if anyone hasn't seen my last live, it's a must if you want a good laugh. Is a logical analysis required on that live, Justin Johnson? Is a logical analysis required on your live, Justin Johnson? Theoretical Wetwork says, earthquake rumbled through Cuba this morning. Welcome, Clark. Let's go over some recent polls. So I ran a few interesting polls on Twitter. Results quite interesting. I was kind of wondering what percentage of the population, of the adult population, are mentally ill or not mentally ill. Here are the results from the poll. So, what percentage of women are not mentally ill? 25% or less, 87.9%. What percentage of men are not mentally ill? 25% or less. Very curious. But there's votes for 175 and 50. There are no votes for 100% of women not being mentally ill. Now, does this have to do with the mental disease of liberalism? I've brought up these stats before as well. The difference between conservatives, moderates, and liberals when it comes to being diagnosed with a mental health condition. Obviously, liberal women, quite a high percentage of liberal women ages 18 to 29 have some kind of mental health condition. 30% of liberal men, less than 15% of conservative men 18 to 29. Very, very curious stats here. Are they not? Welcome, Lord Zed. Here, the internet connection's kind of lagging here. Let me put up some Alex Jones clips while I sort this out.
You are committing one of the worst sins out there. Don't you lecture me. Get that beam out of your eye. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? I am sick of you people. I am sick of you people. I am sick of you hypocrite, thief, liars. Get off your high horse, okay? Get off of it. Maybe that'd make them happy. Maybe that'd make Oprah Winfrey happy, saying I'm a racist because I know Obama's a liar. What do I do, E.T. Williams, to prove I'm not racist? Do I throw myself into a wood chipper?
In the meeting goes, Jones claims they pee on each other at Skull and Bones. What a liar. We all know that's Trump and Russia. No, they crap on each other. All right? And then worship Lucifer. And they're born again undead and eat crap. That's who runs things. A bunch of Ivy League people that eat turds. You think I care what they say about me? I'm in a war. Grow up, people. I mean, me personally, see, I'm not like these globalists that are into little kids and stuff. That's what I like. Big, full on, the whole 9 yards, Marilyn Monroe type woman. I'm married happily. The point is, and I tell you, I make the joke, my wife's not, if she was a car, she wouldn't be street legal. People say, what does that mean? It means she's got so much horsepower. And now I'm seeing Democratic sites rub their hands together, go, our plan to bring down America, Cloward and Piven is working well. Oh, I'll get you and your little dog, too. I mean, it is sick. And it's all fake. It's all fake. It's all fake. Just like Snoop Dogg behind the scenes sounds like Urkel. Yes, I got a major business deal going. Imagine if we could cut into the Kremlin and actually hear what Putin's saying over his different TV screens like a James Bond villain, talking to his minions. My evil extends across all time, all galaxies, all dimensions. Look into me one last time. This is Putin. Trump, do as I say. Nigel Farage, do as I say. Alex Jones, do as I say. Italian voters, do as I say. Icelanders, you are under my control. Brazil wants to pull out of the global union because of Putin. All across the world, people are angry at the IMF and World Bank, not for abusing them, not for austerity, not for robbing them, but because of the mighty, all-powerful, multivariate, multidimensional Colossus, Destructor Maximus, Supremo Vladimir Putin. Children as young as 6 years of age under some liberal area school districts are taught things I didn't know about till I read about them in the newspaper when I was like 25 years old as a talk show host. I was like, what's that they're teaching them? And I had to go look it up. I didn't know what eating feces was. I didn't even know people did that. They teach 6-year-olds how much fun it is. And stuff I can't even say on air. We just have to collectively reach out with our pinky and just shove the New World Order, and we could rip their arms out like Beowulf pulling Grendel's arm out of its socket. You could just blow at the New World Order. If we all started doing it, they would fall over. They would burn into flame. Why do you think they hate us and try to dumb us down and poison us? Because the minute we start moving like a glacier, it will crush them. Do you understand that? These people need to be annihilated. And you need to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. I don't say that because I don't think about how I want to annihilate them. I'm like a mother who can pick a car up off their baby because it's screaming and begging for help. That's been documented over and over again. It's that same instinct, and that's what you need to go for. What you hear in my discuss with these people is the primal survival instinct to get them off of us. To get them off of us. That's what you're hearing. I'm going to skip this network break and just take some final calls here. I need to settle down. A guy in a devil outfit with a crown on and a sword, and guys walling around in 2 feet of excrement, pissing on each other. See, I got all this news, and I can't even read it. It's just like, what is the point? What, add more to just all the hellish stuff that's going on and how much trouble we're in? And the sadness that we have to go through this and put up with this? I mean, this is ridiculous. And that's where the pain gives way to anger, because the anger is basically a defense mechanism. I told the globalists a long time ago, and I meant it. You want to fight, you better believe you've got one. And there are people all over this country engaging in the information war. We're going to smash your system. We're going to return the republic. We'll never be perfect, but my God, we're not going to keep babies alive and harvest their organs. We're not going to sell their parts for women's cosmetics. We're not going to have Pepsi with baby flavoring in it. I mean, what the hell have we become? Excuse me, but I'm tired of it. Every instinct in me is just, rah, just let me into a room with 100 of these people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And I just don't know where the spirit and the will is to crush the enemy out there. What have they done to us to put us into a trance to put up with this garbage? What have they done to us? What? We're turning into a bunch of self-centered, walking dead trash, and we're such zombies, we're such self-centered crap that we don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. And my very spirit is just absolutely ready at every level to we're under attack, people. Where is the animating contest of liberty? Where is the spirit lifted up against these people? All right, I'm sorry. I focus in on the evil. It really freaks me out, and I don't get like that a lot, but I know the enemy spirit. And I start talking about it, and it just gets to me because my spirit gets close to that evil, and I feel it, and my whole spirit just goes, ah, ah, ah. They call that crazy. That's not crazy. That's my will, my human spirit saying, crush those that would hurt the innocent. Go after the enemy. Build a civilization. Be honorable. Crush the snakes under your feet. Get behind me, Satan. And everybody knows what a pack of liars these people are, but they're so used to creeping around and being in control and knowing that America's chained up in their basement. You know, so they're sitting up there watching TV, big old slobs. We're chained up down there. And there's famous cases of this. They're getting our Social Security checks, basically. They're sitting there like big slobs, eating Twinkies, watching television. You know, they got like little CIA pocket protectors, feeling powerful. And sometimes they walk down, we're chained up downstairs, they walk by, make us beg for maybe a piece of bread. So they can feel it. They walk down the dungeon, they kind of strut around. I'm feeling really powerful right now, America. Let me just kick you in the face a little bit. Oh, but we've got both our arms out of the shackles. And then we got our legs out. And when you open the trap door to come down and rape us, globalist, metaphysically, even though we've been emaciated and been in the dark so long we could hardly see, we punched you, knocked you to the ground, bit a chunk out of you. And now we're stumbling around with the lights on trying to see, and you're screaming for mama. And here comes a big, fat, giant, 400-pound maggot down the stairs, just slithering in. Pus dripping out of it, smell of rotting dead children in its belly. There's the big, giant pus worm. Come to save its baby. Baby's bleeding. Baby broke its leg when baby fell down in the dark. And so we're getting our bearings. The light's coming back in our eyes. We weigh about 85 pounds, but you know what? We're fighting for our life, and here comes that big worm. And what are we going to do to that big, giant, stinking worm that smells like dead flesh? It's squealing like a big rat. What are we going to do to that worm? And I just had a brain orgasm. I mean, I'm not kidding. I just, excuse me. Orgasm.
The greatest thespian of all time. Alright, missed some comments here. Snoop did that commercial with Urkel. It was awesome. the fall enslaves us all as, how fast does a glacial movement move? That's a good question. I don't know if there's a set speed. Seabass says fluoride is what they've done. Chilster Deluxe. Welcome. Interesting name. Welcome, Flat Bob. Oh, Dave Scott, where have you been? The man who defeated Chuck Norris himself. Dave Scott defeated Chuck Norris in a form of physical endeavor. Anyone who defeats Chuck Norris in anything gets an automatic wrench. But yeah, it looks like mental illness. You know what's kind of curious? I've mentioned this before. In the early 90s, I think it was kind of noticeable that mental illness was just on the rise on average, like out in public, in a city, etc. By the late 90s, early 2000s, it's kind of full blown. You walk around now, are you more likely to walk into somebody who's has mental illness or mental disability of some kind than not? Perhaps so. Perhaps so. Yeah, we got some lag here, particularly on the mic, but let's see. Okay. All right, see you next time. Run Boston Bear. Everybody's talking about math. Mathemagicians. Dave Scott's got some good math equations. 1 unicorn plus 1 unicorn equals Bigfoot delivered my mail. Yes, sir. We need to talk about Bigfoot more. Bigfoot and Yeti. Steven Seagal's epic expose on Yetis. It's pretty incredible if you haven't checked that out on the Mindshock podcast. Steven Seagal, the most accomplished human living today. Alright, so what's going to be the order of the day today? This mic lag's kind of driving me a little bit crazy. I'm probably not going to go super long today. Oh, Run Boston Bears back already. Had a couple of clips lined up too, but the lag's pretty wild here. Lord Zed says, let's say they didn't kill Indians, but the first people who came here killed all the Bigfoot. You ever think of that? Justin Johnson wants to be ninja. Yeah, it's going to be a copyright hit if we go down that rabbit hole. But perhaps we should do some roller jam. Yeah, let's do some roller jam. I mean, there's so many crazy clips from Roller Jam. I mean, it's just so crazy. Let's do the commercial again from the Inside Roller Jam that we went over on the Roller Jam series. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check that out here on Mindshock.
Tough. Here's the only rule. Watch your ass.
Tough. They're tough.
Here's the only rule.
They're tough. They're tough.
Here's the only rule.
They're tough.
Here's the only rule. Here's the only
They're tough.
rule. Here's the only Here's the only rule. Watch your ass.
Fearless.
Shut up and win at all costs.
And indestructible.
I've had 2 concussions. I've had 2 concussions. I've had 2 concussions.
She definitely has the world record for being the happiest person to have received 2 concussions. Well, at the time of this recording, I mean, this I don't know what year this was in, first or second year. So at the time of the recording, look how happy she is. That's pure joy on her face. I mean, that is pure, unadulterated joy right there. Raised by Gypsy says, I remember watching Roller Jam in the 60s. Lord Zed says Slam Ball was better than the current NBA, too. Seabass says, hey, Bruce, did they remove the celebrity cloning video from public videos? Or is it one of the videos you haven't been able to upload again? I tried finding it after... Okay, hold on a second. I believe that's the same video as DNA cycling in the altered history. Give me a second, I'll drop it in the link here. I did a clip from that one that was celebrity cloning. I mean, there's only like 1,000 podcasts to keep track of here. Yeah, here it is. It's episode 5 of Altered History, DNA Cycling. I just dropped the link right there. Look at that pure joy on her face.
They're the modern day warrior.
I've had 2 concussions.
They're the modern day warriors on wheels known as bloggers and jammers.
My satisfaction is just to hit people.
And they've taken what was once a fading fad
I grew up watching roller derby.
and put it back on track.
You mean something.
And put it back on.
Watching roller derby.
And put it back on. On track.
You mean something to so many people.
Inside Roller Jam, the E original special, this Sunday at 8, only on E.
Can knock everybody down. Brown's the only one left. Oh, and there's a shot between the legs by Loden. Boy, that pipe will work every time. And Amanda Hurt says, why don't you put your glasses on, Mr. Referee? You didn't see it.
Is basically useless out there, so she takes full advantage. And right now she's taking full advantage. She's got a pipe and she goes after Jay Brown.
Oh, man. What in the world is going through her mind? She put a pipe right.
I mean, is this real? Look at how hard she's struggling with the referee over the pipe. Oh, man. Oh, man, this is crazy. Is there any sport more spectacular and insane than roller jam?
Between Shea Brown's legs, and now Sean Corbin rips it out of her hands. Gee, you get a 1-jam penalty for that, do you think?
This one, Loden. Yeah.
Shea Brown has to pick herself up.
I got a 1-jam.
Amanda Hertz is seeing dollars fly out the window. Shea's hurt. Third, and it's 2 great jammers out right away. Shea Brown out there for the hot dice, and I don't know if she's going to be able to stay up now because Denise Loden just gave her a little shot from behind.
Is this the world record for most amount of blatant low blows in a roller jam match? I mean, how much more blatant can you be? And the referee was kind of handling her pretty rough. Pretty rough. Welcome, Richie Rich. Classic movie there.
My goodness, Shea Brown took a shot from Denise Loden. That's a dirty play, isn't it? Loden does. Brown's the last line of defense. Amy Craig got her as well. They're going to give him one. Oh.
What do you call that other than just painful? Shea Brown first her chin now. Right there.
Boy, the Danimer hurt. It hurts Shea Brown's pride, too. Trying to get by Craig, who's a little overmatched right now and outnumbered. Now Craig grabs a hold of Brown. She's trying to set her up for Loden. Loden down there on her knees, and she pushes down Shea Brown right into the, well, into the pelvic area.
Is there even a point to have referees? I mean, what? What are the referees doing here?
And Amanda Hurts, there's not much she can do right now about that.
I'd say Shea hurts a little bit too after Denise Loden. She's learned a lot from the King.
But the points go on the board for the Dice, even though Loden made the play. And Amy Craig kind of looking around as though to say, what happened here? We'll take a look.
Well, the first part of the period was all Shea Brown and friends with her single-handed road and bones to the whole lineup. The second half of the period's been all Denise Loden, Amy Craig, and the Illinois Riot.
The game is tied.
I mean, people are getting hit in the head with lead pipes. What is this? This is a very, very interesting sport, to say the least. I mean, is roller jam the greatest sporting spectacle in the history of humanity? Oh, man. I mean, this is just crazy. Seabass says, Bruce, like hockey, I don't think there is even much point in refs. People just like the fights. Raised by Gypsy says, my dog has a mohawk just like that.
When the sun shines, it's time to come to the beach. And now she's being led into Denise Loden. I don't know. What can we possibly call that shot, huh?
I know we call that the muffler. For good reason. Get off.
Lisa Seltzer looks a little bit disgusted by that, but you know what? I wish, and it's too bad, we can't talk to Leo Seltzer somehow. I wonder if he's spinning in his grave at his granddaughter's big plans, or if he would approve. I don't think he would approve of the way she's going about it.
I don't either. She's not going to help the league, Roy. She's going to kill the league. We talked about it. You take away McDaniel, Mo Sanders, the top guys out there. I mean, come on.
Leo Seltzer was definitely a players commissioner. He thought about the welfare of the players first.
Seriously, what are the refs doing? Like, is he even reprimanding anybody? He's just skating around, kind of like, okay. Okay. Oh, man, Dave Scott says roller jam's the greatest spectacle since Roman Gladiator. Oh, but there actually was a motorboat in the, yeah, look at this. Here, I actually didn't even remember this, but there was a motorboat in the, right here. I think. Yeah, right there. It's kind of weird. This is a family show. I mean, that was a pretty quick cut, but... What the heck is going on here? Oh, man. What a spectacle. What a spectacle. This family show that's just... Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's like they don't know pro wrestling is fake. They all watch pro wrestling, and they don't know it's fake. So then they just do this. This madness. This is absolute madness.
Well, she's not done with her, Rory. Denise Loden. Well, she's not done with her, Rory. Denise Loden.
Does anybody see a pattern here? It's always Denise Loden. It's always that lady that's just doing all this crazy stuff. What is going on here? Is this what the parents brought their children to see? I mean, what is the crowd thinking when this is going on? I mean, there's really nothing like roller gym out there. I mean, even pro wrestling doesn't even begin to approach roller jam. I don't even know what this clip is. Just have random clips. Let's see what this is. That's the concussions girl, I think.
So, with that, let me go ahead and say, we don't think it's the riot because, first of all, the oral authority being on the riot and all, there just wouldn't be enough to go around for the tour because, you know.
A few moments later.
I don't either. She's not going to help the league, Roy. She's going to kill the league. We talked about it. You take away McDaniel, Moses out there.
And those are pretty good ropes.
Moses out there.
Put a little schmooze. Put a little schmooze. Put a little schmooze.
Yes, you know, as your mentor, I thought I should show you the ropes. And those are pretty good ropes.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's mine now.
Well, but the best is yet to come, my young friend. Because here come the panties. Woo! I'm down! Thanks, Denise.
What an interesting show. I mean, what is going on? Justin Johnson says she looks like she has had 8 concussions. Justin Johnson says the crowd is thinking I need another beer. Yeah, this is insane. As crazy as some pro wrestling is, I mean, yeah, this is pretty crazy. I don't know if we went over this clip. I think there's some kidnappings going on here. He looks totally sane. There's a totally sane individual.
Second straight Founders Cup victory when Captain Sean. Second straight Founders Cup victory when Captain Sean Atkinson is thinking three-peat. And not only is the Atkinson legacy thriving in Roller Jam, the family continues to grow. The family continues to grow. In Roller Jam, 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 the family continues to grow. I always thought the motto was a piece of garbage, but then I found out it's my brother. And together, we're gonna take out the trash. Ooh, Daddy! Low. And together, we're gonna take out the trash. Ooh, Daddy! And together, we're gonna take out the trash. Ooh, Daddy! Low, on behalf of my illustrious family, the Atkinsons, I vow to take over this league once again. After kidnapping Lindsey Francis for joining the Enforcers, Commissioner Logue and his new allies, the Moral Authority, are sure to be the first victims. Attack drops at the dump.
Get this straight once and for all. Lindsey Francis was not kidnapped. The poor wretch was hanging around Mark D'Amato and his cronies, so I believe the intervention was called for. Therefore,
Why is there nothing on television these days anywhere near as entertaining as this? I mean, what is going on here? They're running out of the building kidnapping people. Oh, man. Seabass asks, what's the death rate for Roller Jam? As far as I know, not a single death, not a single fatality or paralyzation, unlike pro wrestling. I don't believe there's been a single fatality or paralyzation. But why? What happened to television and entertainment? I mean, there's absolutely nothing that even remotely can touch this in entertainment value.
the Moral Authority was dispatched to assure her safety.
I have touched Lindsey Francis in the most sensitive of places. Her soul. She will be healed. So saith the prophet.
But tonight, Atkinson's great squad who demands admiration from their peers.
You know what? Sick
from their peers. But tonight, Atkinson's great squad who demands admiration from their peers.
You know what? Sick and tired of not getting respect in WSL. This year, the real Mo Sanders is going to step up, and everybody's going to bow down.
Well, Mr. Lowe, you may...
This year, the real Mo Sanders is going to step up, and everybody's going to bow down.
I mean, even bargain basement Dennis Rodman here is entertaining. They should have got the real Rodman. That would have been hilarious.
Well, Mr. Lowe, you may be the new commissioner, but you may be the... Everybody listens. You may be the new commissioner, but I'm still the king. And when my briefcase comes...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fastest, most exciting sport on wheels Roller Jam.
Does anybody still do Raise the Roof? I mean, this is one of the most epic promos I have ever seen. I mean, just absolutely incredible. When was the last time pop culture there was a Raise the Roof in pop culture? Does anybody know? Let's see if AI knows. Oh, wow. There's a Raise the Roof emote in Fortnite. AI says the gesture itself, where people raise their hands in a gesture of celebration or excitement, appears to have gained significant popularity in the late 90s. Congresswoman Annie Custer raised the roof during the State of the Union address in 2019. Oh man, I gotta get a clip of this. Let's see if we get a clip of this. Oh wow, this is February 2020. Alright, what is going on here? You got this Pete Buttigieg goof. Whatever this goof is. He's raising the roof with Annie Custer in 2020. Look how far humanity has fallen. From the epic roller jam raising of the roof to these goofs raising the roof. I mean, wow, what a sad state of affairs. What a sad state of affairs for humanity. Wow. Wow. I mean, look, the electricity's all gone. It's all gone. How many hours are we going to spend talking about raising the roof? This is Mindshock, of course. Dave Scott says it hurts me to watch it. Wait, which one? I mean, this is just sad. Look how far humanity has fallen. Let's get back to the promo. How do you fake that dropkick to the spine with rollerblades? I mean, this is just so vicious. This is all so vicious. Dave Scott says, it hurts me when they crash on their butts and backs. Damn, it looks painful. What about rollerblades dropkicked into the spinal column?
Roller Jam is the 21st century reincarnation of roller derby, one of the most popular sports of the 1970s. But this is definitely not your father's roller derby.
I thought you all might begin your tour here.
Is it just me, or just did the genuine fun nature of just life itself just, I mean, it's kind of hard to pinpoint, of course. I mean, we've gone over this before, somewhere around the year 2011, 2012. The visible shift happened. But it seems like it didn't really die out. It was more like a slow fade. Like, life was still fun at this time. There was just an energy and a zest to life, to everything. Sports, just being out and about. Now, everything's just so fluoridated these days. Like, everyone just seems zapped of energy and fluoridated in their Dunning-Kruger stupors. You know, no doubt Wi-Fi radiation and a lot of issues causing lethargy and apathy. But, I mean, wow, look how much fun all these people are having. And just the electric nature of all of this just makes it so entertaining to watch. I mean, just look at the genuine human spirit of fun exhibited here. When was the last time someone saw anything like this? Like, nowadays, everybody's just kind of going through the motions or making pale imitations of the past. Also, I don't know why they started showing those centerfold images for a sports promo, but okay, whatever. Yeah, that's weird, Justin Johnson. It only gave out 4 memberships. Perhaps it glitched on another. Does anybody want to chime in on just the genuine human spirit of fun that was present back in these days and is no longer? Look at some of these hair pulls, though. They're kind of vicious. Like, even in sports, I mean, obviously people have fun playing sports, but when was the last time somebody saw this kind of energy? Like, violence or non-violence, like, regardless of the violence. Well, that looks real. That totally looks real to me. Oh. Can anybody point to a sporting event or event of any kind where there's this much energy? Welcome, Court of Public Opinion. I mean, I'm just watching some WWE highlights from 2025, and I mean, the guys are doing some pretty crazy stuff, but just the energy, the facial expressions. I mean, it's got nothing on Roller Jam. It's got absolutely nothing on Roller Jam. And why are all the women also chunky in WWE? Man, the American diet's really gone down the drain. So, Justin Johnson says, this is more hair pulling than NASA trying to convince us they went to the moon. The Court of Public Opinion says, why are they all blonde? They're not all blonde. I think my favorite, well, okay, two of them are my favorites. The concussion girl and the super athletic girl. I don't even know if she's in this promo. Is she in the red there? No, she might have been. She might have been the one flipping the girl. And actually, wait, is that her? Shay Brown? That might be her right there. The brunette right there. Those two are my favorites. But just look at how much fun everybody is having. And yeah, just not present in modern day society. Everybody's just got TikTok brains. Yeah, that's her. The concussion girl and this one are my favorite. I wonder what they're doing today. This has to be a different this has to be a different Shay Brown. This doesn't look like her at all. This can't be her. I'm gonna put up her IMDb photo. It doesn't look like her at all. But she went on to act for another 8 years or so. Films and TV. There's no way this is her. We got a new rabbit hole. It's a conspiracy, man. Actually, I don't know. Is this Shay Brown? This is her IMDb with Roller Jam listed. It might be her. Different haircut, different hair color. No, it's not the mouth guard, I guess just the hair. I guess just the hair, and she's always wearing a helmet, so it's kind of hard to tell. Justin says, could you imagine the kids Bruce would have running around with all this logic while being gifted in the roller jam field? Dave Scott says it's her. Yeah, the nose and cheeks are very similar. But the hair is just completely different. Jenny Matthews here also looks pretty good. They're a very talented cast in Roller Jam, do they not? Do they not? Man, you guys are discussing simulations and dark stuff in the chat here. Court of Public Opinion says she gotta die in a blowout is all. Well, also, let's see, how old was she in Roller Jam? Someone's actually got a fan page. There's a tripod fan page. Hold on, let me see if this loads. Oh wow, this is slow. It's super low res, but this is tripod.com. Oh man. I think she's in need of an appreciation society. What does everybody think? The Shea Brown Appreciation Society. Court of Public Opinion says you could be the president, Bruce. Yeah, there's certain people are just in need of appreciation societies. How can anybody deny that? Here's another individual that needs an appreciation society. She kind of went completely off the grid. I can't find any information on, wait, why is this not working? She's pretty hilarious. The concussion girl. Those eyebrows are kind of out of control. Dave Scott said she had me at roller skating. Shea Brown was born in Virginia, April 8th, 1973. So she was already mid to late 20s. She looks kind of younger. She was already mid to late 20s for Roller Jam. Her last role was in Queen Pin 2, The Restoration. 2016, she played the bartender number 3. That does not sound like a leading role. She was an extra in Beautiful Something. That sounds like a weird movie. 4 diverse gay men navigate art, sex, and love in one sublime night. That's interesting. Don't think I'll be watching that one. She was in a couple of short movies. She was Nurse Betty in the Succubus short 2004. This is kind of sad. Like from this headshot, it looked like she had done some more impressive stuff. She was actually in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, the TV series, 1999, but she was uncredited in one of those episodes. And yeah, she only did one other short film in 97 before Roller Jam. Man, this is kind of disappointing. She definitely deserved far greater than this. So she's 52 years old now. Oh, wow. She actually was on Days of Our Lives, 2 episodes in 2003. And she was also on Passions, 2 episodes. Is that a soap opera? And that's about it. Court of Public Opinion says I can't with her eyebrows, Bruce. Yeah, they're a little wild. They're a little wild. But how the heck did Shea Brown not get better roles? So, yeah. I guess we'll round out the episode with the OG Roller Jam clip. If Clark Rice is still in here, he'll appreciate it.
Come on.
A contender for one of the greatest feminists of all time, Sean Atkinson here. He's a contender. So thanks again, everybody, for joining us. This will round out the podcast. We'll be back for more. I'll probably be doing lives every other day or so. If you want to help support the podcast, you can do it to our PayPal. Just check the link in the description. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and Patreon. This is Bruce McGuire signing off. Catch you guys next time.
You can read his lips. Come and get it. Now Loden is going to be turned around. Spun upside down. Oh. Spun upside down. Spun upside down. Oh, goodness.
And Stacy Blitz is beside herself. No! Don't.
Oh, look at this.
No. Oh, my gosh. Oh, shit. I can't believe this, Roy.
I think the wedding's officially on.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Atkinson.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
He's not going to hang around to celebrate.
Oh, my gosh, I love it.
You talk about teaching somebody a lesson. Loden thought she could win the team, win the game for her team, came out with the men, and winds up flat on her back.
Well, she may have stolen a lot of his moves. He's got her by the throat. He's got her on the back attack. He probably enjoyed the face full of crotch, but you see the demise of Denise Loden in the aftermath. Oh my gosh, Rory. I thought I'd seen it all until I saw this.
Well, Denise Loden has felt it all, I guess. She's recovered. She's with